afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're watching this video, we thank you for watching the Student Athlete Achievement Program, Youth Education and Sports, the Student Athlete Playbook video segment. I am Barry Brown, author of the Amazon bestseller, The Student Athlete Playbook, and I'm here at the monthly meeting for the Metro Atlanta Youth Football League, and I'm here with Miss Karimah Scott-Morrow, the academic commissioner. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You see, very outstanding lady, very energetic. And let me tell y'all something. Walked into this meeting this evening. Shout out to my man, Coach Tony Davis, for inviting me. Dr. Parks, the overall commissioner of Metro Atlanta Youth Football League. Thank you, gentlemen, for allowing me to be here today. And Miss Scott-Morrow was up there talking about academics, education at a youth football meeting?
Exactly.
Can you believe that? And hey, I've been around the country dealing with youth, and I'm telling you, I've never walked into a youth football league meeting of any, I'm talking about baseball, soccer, and they're talking about academics. I've never seen it. Now, that's just me though. I know there's other leagues that do it, and shout out to y'all, but tonight I saw it in person, and it's the first time I experienced. So shout out to Metro Atlanta Youth Football League.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. But let's just kick this interview off. Karimah, very impressed with what I heard you talking about. What made you all start focusing on academics like that?
But we haven't really just started focusing on it. It's been our focus since our inception. And it's just a matter of, you walked in at a perfect time when we were talking about what we did to recognize our student athletes who have a 3 or better, who were recognized at the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame last month.
I love it.
Those are the things that we do. You know, we've also rented out a theater last year for our academic scholars to see Black Panther. They did the Georgia Aquarium one year. We also rented out a room at Maggiano's to have that type of atmosphere to expose them to things they normally don't get exposed to on our inner city. So it's just one of those things that is important. Academics is something you have to base your foundation on.
That's right.
And there's nothing in this world that you can't do with an education.
Wow.
You have to have it. You have to have it.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned that. Because see, there's a lot of people out here, and I don't know if you've experienced this, but a lot of people don't value education anymore. It's like they think they can actually achieve everything without some kind of foundational education. And I'm trying to figure out, well, where did that come from?
Exactly, exactly.
So what are your thoughts on that? Like the people that devalue education, but you just sitting here and talking about it's been a part of your program, Metro Atlanta Youth Football League, from inception.
Since inception, yes. And it's interesting because if you think about us as African Americans, you know, one of the things that people, our history is built on, they died for us to have equal rights. And one of the things about education, you know, separate was not always equal.
That's true.
So now you have the opportunity. Don't waste it. How are you going to sign? You want to have a contract. Can you read and understand your contract?
That's right.
All your money's going to be gone because you didn't understand what it meant. You know, having the right people behind you to support you. You got to understand that. How you talk to people, social skills. You also learn that in the classroom. How you talk to your teacher, how your teacher talks to you. Principals, other parents, other students. That's what you got to learn.
Wow.
And also book knowledge. You got to have it. Right. And don't just stop at a high school education. There's nothing wrong with a high school education, but today and age, you got to go more. You got to strive for higher. Keep going for as long as you possibly can.
Wow. I love it. And that's why we're here. That's why the Student Athlete Achievement Program, Youth Education and Sports is here tonight with Metro Atlanta Youth Football League, because we talk about providing our youth with the tools and the information to improve academically, develop proper decision-making skills, and the habit that will propel their lives forward. That's why we're here. And listen, Ms. Scott-Morrow just talked about it. Hey guys, we can go further. The opportunities are there for us to go further. So let's go further. Let's go further and let's change some of the things that we're seeing out here in the world. Exactly. And it just starts with each one of us.
Exactly. Another thing, I was a student athlete, so I understand how you have to manage and budget your time. And I know the importance of it. I couldn't have gotten to where I am now without an education. But I also know that being able to play on that, to run around that track, to pass on that baton, to play on that field or on that court, you also got to, it's also a mind game.
Yes.
So you got to understand it.
Yes.
You got to understand it.
Wow, I love it. So what? So you were a student athlete.
400 and 4x4, ankle legs.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I was a collegiate student athlete as well. I played football. Shout out to Presbyterian College Blue Hose. What
Tuskegee University.
Ah, Tuskegee in the
HBCU.
building. That's right. HBCU. That's right. That's right. So now tell me this, Karimah. Metro Atlanta Youth Football League.
Yes.
I heard y'all have they were naming so many teams. How many teams are in the league?
Well, right now we're still in the planning process, but as of now, we have a total of 17 teams. Maybe more. I might have missed a couple, but I think we have about 17 to 20 teams right now. And again, we're still in that planning stage. We're talking about those field agreements, where we're playing, those schedules,
right.
How many teams each association will have. So that's all that part of that process now.
Wow. So now I heard something that was amazing in there. There's a team called Twin City Bulldogs. This team is down there in that Columbus, Phoenix City area.
Yeah.
So they have players from Georgia and Alabama on their team. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So how did that come about?
They actually started out with the Noonan Outlaws down in Coweta County.
Okay.
Because that Phoenix City, they were under the Noonan bracket. And they were so close that Columbus, they commuted. They understood the importance of being part of MAYFL because of the academics, and they decided to make that commute. So their parents and their team members, they were traveling to Noonan because they wanted to be a part of this organization. And then they grew, and they branched off on their own. So now they're their own team. They're no longer under Noonan.
Wow. Twin City Bulldogs. And I was talking to two of their organizers tonight, and they say, hey, they coming up to the ATL to win championships straight up. And I'm like, oh, wow. Because, hey, you got the best of Alabama, got the best of Georgia. You got players from both states on your team. Hey, they might be a team to watch out for. Remember that name, the Twin City Bulldogs playing major ball with Metro Atlanta Youth Football League. Now, Ms. Scott-Morrow, as we finish up our segment, and thank you for sharing this amazing information with us, what would you tell the parents of student athletes that are watching this video? Because we have parents watching, we have the student athletes themselves watching, we have coaches watching this video. So what would you like to say to them as we finish up this interview this evening?
Student athletes, student first, athlete second. Academics first, play for the game second. The other thing is, it's all about academics. Wow. End of the day, it's all about academics.
Wow. There it is. That's why we're here. That's why we're invited here. You see, they already have a strong foundation. We're looking to help enhance that and help these young men, the young ladies that cheer. They had the cheerleading coaches out here tonight. Listen, parents, student athletes, yourselves, there's an opportunity for you to go much further in life.
Yes.
All you have to do is believe in yourself and work hard to do it. I couldn't have said it any better. But it starts with you. It starts with you. And it starts with us as parents, the adults that are coaches, and the people that govern over these young people.
Mentors,
the whole nine. Exactly. It's the whole community.
Foundation.
Oh, yes. And we can't forget about the spiritual part, because it literally starts there. Literally, it starts there. So, hey, listen, thank y'all for watching the Student Athlete Playbook video segment this evening, morning, or afternoon, whenever you're watching it. Thank you for watching it. Ms. Scott-Morrow, thank you for representing the Metro Atlanta Youth Football League this evening, giving out some outstanding information.
Thank you.
And we wish you all continued success.
Thank you.
And we look forward to working with y'all as the season approaches and the whole nine. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hey, we'll be back with some other great interviews coming up soon.
Becoming what we choose. Choosing is becoming what we are. What we